Hey guys, it's the Nexo Ninja here today, and I'm here today with the LEGO Ninjago Legacy Set, Kai's Blade Cycle, and Zane's Snowmobile. So first of all, let's take a look at the box. I think what they're trying to do here with this setup is what episode was that? The one where they're trying to stop Pythor from getting to the city of Ouroboros and putting the Fang Blades in the city of Ouroboros and awakening the Valor, and they're all chasing after the snake train in the vehicles. I think that's sort of the road theme they're going after. Maybe I'm just going way into depth at this as the fanboy I am. As you can see, featured in Season 1 there with Pythor. Man, I hope they bring him back at some point. He's my favorite antagonist. And you got the minifigures there. The side, you got Kai. I really enjoy how they put the characters on the side. Of course, you got the weapons that you collected, the images from the show. I think it's funny that the picture of Zane's snowmobile is so small. And then you got the play features. We got Kai here, which, as you can see, has the nice blend of the bright red and the dark red. Got his symbol on the back there. I really like the new helmet or mask pieces they do. Got his angry expression and a happy expression. And of course you got his weapon, the Dragon Sword of Fire, which hasn't changed at all during the show. And I brought this up in the Earth Driller review. How Cole's scythe is the only weapon that changed in the show, and I find that to be really weird. But yep, the Dragon Sword is the same as it always has been. Next up we have Zane with his shuriken of ice, which is still the same as well, and his suit with a little cross fabric, I guess you could call that, and then his symbol on the back, which I find to be weird because all the other ninja that I have sort of like a dragon surrounding their symbol, and Zane just sort of has his suit with the symbol on it. Zane has a nice blend of the white and silver, which sort of reminds me of Season 1 Zane. Got an angry expression and a happy expression. I like how for Zane, even though he is titanium in the show, how he can sort of cloak himself to look human, which is nice. I think they introduced that. That function was introduced at the beginning of Season 8, I think. Next up, we have the Venomari Warrior Lasha, I think. I don't have a version of this Venomari Warrior to show. I do have an original version of the second one. But I find this one to be weird how they all sort of have like clothing and like belts and stuff on them. As you can see, he has sort of like a ropey design with some potions attached to it. But otherwise, his face seems to be pretty similar. He's got a dagger weapon there. The back also having some pieces attached to it as well. Thing that I find to be weird with the Legacy is they're only using Venomari Warriors, which is weird because I would love for them to brought in the Fangpire, because they're my favorite Serpentine. They could have brought in Hypnobrai, Fangpire, Constricti, but it was weird how they just went with the Venomari. Next up we have the Venomari Warrior Spitta, I think his name is, and he's a big change from his original model, which I'll showcase in a second. The face seems similar, but maybe just a slight bit darker. And once again, they seem to having a more different design, way different. As you can see, he has the rope with the potion on the back. And there he also has a scythe weapon. Now let's bring out the original Spitta. Look at the difference there. I don't think there is a difference when it comes to the top. No, they look pretty similar, the face of Spitta. But I guess the pants is pretty similar, but kind of prefer the original model's pants. The biggest difference is the stomach, as you can see. That looks more like a snake to me. I see that. And I know that would work well with the normal snake, because I know they have like the outer part in green, and around their stomach is like the sand color. I guess that's what it's called. But yeah, I definitely have to say my preferred model is the model from Season 1. But yeah, I don't really know why they decided to go with like a more snake design for the Venomari, but I guess they decided to. Before we get into the actual like set, I want to show off this thing that was included with the set. It's kind of like a spinjitzu spinner type thing. Instead of the actual spinners that you spin around, I think you're supposed to... I don't know how this works. I think you're supposed to move it left and right. And as you can see, Kai is spinning, but it doesn't work that well. But it's a neat idea how you can sort of have him doing spinjitzu with this little thing that I almost dropped out of my hands. It's a cool idea, but I prefer the original spinners. Now let's take a look at this little build, which is supposed to be a little crate here, as you can see, to have some writing on it. And then look at the back, it's got a crate there with a bomb. I guess this is kind of a neat concept. I like the front of it, but the back is kind of bland. You got the street light, which is kind of okay. I don't really like this piece. I know it's supposed to be attached to a Venomari warrior, and they can sort of just be trying to jump on to one of the blade cycles, as showed in that picture on the box there. If you really want to like fix that problem, you could just take it out and place a normal gray piece there. But I really like this lamppost piece. I think it actually could fit into a city if you remove the chain. I really like the lamping at the top. The writing on it is really nice. It's just a really nice looking lamp piece, and I like the little stuff they include in the set sometimes, and this one's just a pretty nice little part to the set. Next up, we have the thing that holds the fire sword. I don't really like this thing because I prefer the ninja to actually be holding their elemental weapons as Zane is doing, and as Cole's doing in my Earth Driller. But I don't know, it's a nice concept, but I would prefer if it was for like a... I don't really know. Normally all the powerful weapons I give to that character. Like, for example, the staffs of the Serpentine I'd give to the Serpentine. Time Blades I'd give to the Time Twins. I don't really like the idea of them being placed in a powerful area unless that happened in the show. Like, if you... the Devour sculpture, if you had the Fang Blades in there, I would like that, because that actually happened in the show. But overall, it's a cool looking build, but it kind of looks bland if you take the sword away, which kind of sucks. But you have the fire shooting at the top, which is nice. It actually makes it look like the fire sword is the reason that this sculpture is sort of on fire. You got the snakes on the back there, and then you got some piping to the back. Now we have Zane's snowmobile, which I guess is his actual official name. I thought I was calling it wrong all these years, but I guess not. It's a lot bigger than its original model. I don't know if I preferred this one or the old one. The fun fact, the original one came in the Snake Truck set, and that was actually my first ever LEGO set. So I really wanted to get this set, because the Zane Snowmobile was part of the first LEGO set I ever got, so it's kind of special to me. And I gotta say, I really do like the build, but I feel like the other one was more show accurate. But it's nice. It's got shuriken flickers. As you can see, it's got stud shooters there, and if you hold this down, it actually comes down and hits the trigger, and these go out, which is neat. So you got some sticker pieces there, sticker pieces at the back and on the side. I like that. I think that's kind of weird, though. It kind of looks kind of neat, but then you look at the actual one from the set, and I don't know if you can see it because the crappy camera that I have, but it's actually blue. There's a white speckle that's Zane. There's a blue thing, a light blue thing behind it. That's the thing. I know it's horrible quality, but it's the closest I can get. And then you have the swords there and the cool little dragon pieces, but it's a nice build. I like this, but I feel like the original one is a lot more accurate, but this one does look cool. Now we have the blade cycle, which I actually don't remember it being this black. Was it always that black? I figured it was way more red than that. Let's see if I... Oh, yes, it was more red. Once again, the original model is more accurate, but I understand that, because the original model was the actual price of this set. This is the same set price, but the difference is they focused less on the blade cycle, and they threw in the snowmobile, so I can see why they had to tone this one down a bit. But it is still accurate-ish. You got all the sides with the blades on it, which is nice. You got the fire on the stickers. And cool part of the set that they still left in is let's grab Venomari, and then you hit this black trigger, the things come out and knock them off. So that's a cool feature. This come out, blades come out. I like that. So yeah, I got it looks a pretty nice build, the whole overall blade cycle. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this review, and if you want a more detailed review of this set, I recommend you watch another video. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and before I go, do I recommend you get this set? Yes, I do. I would, if it was up to you, I thought you guys should maybe save up for a bit more of a detailed set. Like Cole's Earth Driller was one of my favorite sets of the wave, but this is a good set, but I feel like it's less show accurate and more of a gimmicky set, because I think Ninjago likes to have its dual motorcycle sets every season. I'm not complaining. I buy each of them every season. I'm not joking. I do buy each of them each season. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and remember, hope you have a good day. Bye bye.